Hey guys, good morning. I'm up early, even though I don't have to be work till 9. But I decided to go ahead and jumpstart with my first comic book review video, and I decided it will not be Batman the Animated Adventures. It's actually going to be my Marvel comic, and this is going to be Marvel, sorry, Miss Marvel, the New Mutant issue number 2, which is part of the fall of the House of X. Yeah, I guess this this started a while back. So what exactly is going on here? Okay, Orchard, or Orchis, I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so everyone knows, and I'm going to probably repeat this one more or two more times in the course of this of it. Me doing this review plus the other two, because there's total of four. There's total of 4 issues of Miss Marvel, New Mutant that did come out. So in this one, Kamala is still in the mindset. Now, this is something that people have to understand about Kamala. When she was fully an Inhuman, before she, well, sort of bit the dust, as long as she identified as an Inhuman, just like as long as you identify as an Avenger or whatnot, you do not receive the same kind of treatment that mutants receive. Because in the eyes of the public, they know what is involved in the creation of an Inhuman. Most everybody knows that. They know that Avengers are here to help. They're the heroes. So they get that kind of, immunity. Mutants do not. They are the next stage of human evolution. So they are feared and hated because people know it may not be their children or their grandchildren that will become mutants. It will probably be their great-grandchildren, their great-great-grandchildren who will be mutants. So the evolution is coming to everyone, and they're afraid, and they lash out, which will not bear well in a couple of 100 years when their descendants look back and say, boy, my ancestors were a bunch of assholes. Anyways, so she has her X-Men outfit, and she carries around her bag and all that jazz. And it has been specially made for her, most likely by Charles Xavier, so that she can use her powers. Now, this is before Mutant Menace. And for people that want to know, I do have issue number 1 of that comic book. So it's a Kindle edition, and I couldn't get it as a physical because they were all sold out. But anyways, so she's doing what she generally does, and that is saving people that need it. Like she did when before she died. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go and save people in my X-Men outfit, which I'm going to say is not, it's not her being, gullible. I don't know if that's the word, but it's her being like, how should I say it? It's her being naive, because she's never ever faced mutant hate, never. And this is what I really love about this series, because Kamala is in this world, or in this predicament, where she was born with 2 different kinds of genes that's going to cause havoc later on. Later on down the road, it's going to cause her havoc. Or in other words, in Mutant Menace. She's under the radar of Orchis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Because they did a test of her blood, or however they do it. And they detected the X gene. And the X gene activated when she went through her, reawakening. But she still has her Inhuman gene. And everyone who's been following the Marvel thing knows Inhumans and mutant DNA does not get along. Inhumans and mutants don't get along at all either. They have powers, but they have two very different viewpoints. Inhumans enjoy not being hated. Mutants, unfortunately, do not enjoy that. That's probably a reason why mutants and humans don't get along. But it could also just be because they're considered to be mistakes. But anyways. So she actually encounters Iron Man. And Iron Man, of course, has no idea that Kamala Khan and Miss Marvel are the same. And she gets sent to talk to Emma Frost. Emma Frost is one of the biggest pro-mutant, anti-Charles Xavier thing. And she tells her, point blank, as long as you wear that costume, they're never going to stop hunting for you. And it isn't just the Sentinels. It isn't just, she has never encountered a Sentinel. Ever. She's never encountered a Sentinel. She's never had to register. None of that type of stuff. So, she still is in it as though she's still an Inhuman and she can still do what she does, but there are consequences to her naiveness. All in all, it's a great issue. I enjoyed it a lot. It was great to see Tony Stark and everything. So, when I get back home from work this afternoon, I will go ahead and read issue number 3. Because I do want to get to Mutant Menace and all that jazz. So I'm going to give this issue 5 stars. It was a lot better than the Punchline. Definitely a lot better than the Punchline. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. And my next video is going to be the Batman Animated Adventures one. And I will see you guys around.